Okay, that all seems to work fine, as you can see, but less so the slot in the bumper. So the centre of the cable comes out 40mm above the centre of the existing tow hook eye hole, the hole for this thing here, which takes us to there. And of course it's on this other piece of rubber trim. So I'm going to have to take the trim off, cut the slot, make sure I've got a matching slot behind in the plastic, and then put it all back together again. These things are never easy, are they? Okay, so you can see I've cut the slot. This now works, so that's good. This car doesn't have fog lights. I wasn't going to run fog lights anyway, because I was thinking about using the ducting there to duct through to the brakes if I need to. But I need to seal off or something the plugs for the fog lights. I'm going to leave them in place just in case I end up doing some race series where they say the fog lights have to work or something. So I'm not going to risk just cutting them off for the sake of 10 grams of weight saving. But I do need to seal them off so that they don't get dirt and things in them. But once I've done that, I've got the grille to go in here. I've still got to fit this all again anyway, because you can see the air duct is missing from the front grille through to this piece here, and that is coming in about 3 days time. So I'll leave this now. That's the grille off of the well, that's interesting, that's the grille off the M Sport. You can see the difference. I'll leave this now until I get the other part. Okay, so I've received some packages. Here's the first one. Let's have a look in this one. Doesn't look that different. So I think it is slightly different. It looks wider, I think, than the other one, and more sort of rounded at the ends, whereas the M Sport one was more square and a bit more squat, I think. Okay, let's get the bumper off and we'll see how it fits. Yeah, I should have made that a bit bigger, I think. Yeah, need to cut this back a bit. It's getting churned up. Okay, I'll do that. Let's move this over here. Okay, this has got to go on somewhere here. Like that. Why is that not going on? Try a bit of silicone spray, my favourite screwdriver. Okay, that's in place. I don't know, it doesn't look that different from the other one. That's that. Now the cable, I think, used to go in the hole, yeah, which is now blanked off. It's still quite tight through there, and where I've widened it, but it's a bit easier. Okay, it's about right height. What are we doing? Okay, this seems more difficult to fit this time. That still comes. There we go, that's better. Okay. The under trays, it was better, but it still hung down below the lower ledge of the front bumper. Now I've got two lots of screws to put in. I've got the lot that go under here, which strangely, oh, this is very different. Well, this doesn't seem right because the screw holes in the bottom of the strip on the bottom of the bumper do not line up with the screw holes in the undershield, except for the centre one. I think the problem is that on the under tray there's a strip screwed on that's got the C-clips for the bottom for this bottom piece of the bumper, and I think that strip is different. I think it needs a different strip because this is for an M Sport, and that, my friends, is indeed the answer, as you can see. So I took the spacer out, which is just there laying on the floor, and then everything bolts up correctly. Something I did forget to do is connect up the horn sounders, but you can actually do it through the grille opening. So if you look there, there it is, and you can just push the connection on the back. I also said that I was going to seal off the headlight, the fog light connector, so I'll do that, and I can do, as you can see, I can do that through here. I've done the other side. The brakes say I have to run one of these stickers. I can't. Can you imagine being at a track and the marshal says, "Oh, I wonder where you tow it from?" I mean, it is pretty obvious. One of the things I want to do, it's a trick I saw on another video. I want to strap this down to here, and the way I saw it done was with a wire tie, with a cable tie. But of course, as you can imagine, if I just put a cable tie in there, that's going to be really, you're not going to pull that away very easily. So what you do is you use side cutters and cut halfway across or thereabouts across the cable tie, and then when you give it a tug, the cable tie breaks and the strap comes up. So that's what we're going to try to do. I'll probably have to waste one cable tie and test it, but that's the theory anyway. Okay, so now you see it in place, so let's test the theory. Oh dear, that's not working. Let me try and cut it a bit more. All right, another go. Okay. So you have to almost cut right through it, but it does the job. So that's how I'm going to hold these down. Okay, that's it complete with the grilling as well. The grill has seen better days. It's got some splits down the side, and I noticed there's some cable ties across the top of it. I'm sure there are aftermarket ones I can buy. So maybe I'll do that, but as I keep saying, it'll probably, if I end up in the gravel, it'll all get torn off anyway, and you know, it's just not worth spending a lot of money on that type of thing. I have ordered some new number plates, which should arrive within a day or so. So I'll fit the number plates. But basically, I've got to refit the inner wheel arch lining on the front here, which I haven't done yet. That's still out. So I've got to refit that. But once I've done that, the car's done. I have nothing more to do. One thing I've noticed, you can see here, I can't get these markings off. If anybody's got any ideas, welcome the comments. I've tried T-cutting them, you know, a fine cut sort of paste. I've tried isopropyl alcohol, but you can see that it's still sort of, it doesn't show from a distance. They always say with a race car, if it looks good from about 16 feet away, that's all you got to worry about, because nobody's going to get any closer to it when it's on a circuit. So that's the general rule. And you'd be surprised, you look at some of the pictures of me racing in the race car radios car, car 41. The car looks great, but if you get up close to it, it's got all dents down the side and scuffs across the wrap, and you know, it does look a bit of a mess close up, but it looks fine from 16 feet away. Okay, it's done. I'm going to leave it up on stands because I've got to change the oil. I've done 2 track sessions plus some road driving in it, and I want to change the oil. So I've got a new oil filter and oil to put in it. The only other things I've got to do is I have received some more undercloaking or undercoating parts to fill in some of the gaps under the body. I want to try and sort of cover in as much as I can. And then I'm also going to do the same thing at the back with the rear tow hook as I did at the front, which is drill a couple of holes and get it to hold down like that. But other than that, I'm pretty much at the end. I'm not sure what else I've got to do. I seem to have done everything. I'll probably then spend some time messing around trying to sort out this thing about the CAN signals and knocking out the airbag warning light and the seatbelt warning light.